Hello and welcome everybody. We have the NAEU patch notes for March 26th, 2026. Let's get right into it. We have some class changes. So on Ranger Breezy Blade, the stamina cost is going from 150 to 50, and the Flow Rushing Winds, they've changed to consume 50 stamina instead of mana points. Then Striker Succession is getting some changes. So the Prime Rampaging Predator, they increased the forward guard by 0.23 seconds. Prime Wolf's Hunger, they increase the movement distance and activation speed of attacks 2 and 3. The cooldown has gone from 12 to 8 seconds, and it's been changed to not recover stamina during the skill. Prime Discharge Energy, the increased elevation has changed from plus 24 to 36. They've also increased the recover HP per attack on discharge from 46 to 200, and they removed the 8 recover HP when using Wolf's Fang. Succession Crouching Wolf, they changed to automatically end charging at maximum martial spirit. They changed to recover HP when gaining martial spirit through charging. Recovers 300 each time up to 1200 over 3 martial spirits. Prime Wolf's Fang, the cooldown was changed from 13 to 8 seconds. Wolf's Explosive Fangs, they changed so that the skill can be comboed into the Prime Wolf's Fang with R&B. However, the skill can no longer be comboed into Adamantine. And Silent Step, they improved the skill to combo better into Heart and Soul. Moving on to Mystic, we have similar changes on Succession. Prime Hidden Claw, they increased the PV damage ratio from 32 to 50%. Prime Wave Orb, they increased the martial spirit attack damage in PvP from 28 to 33. Prime Somersault, they added a super armor during this skill and changed floating on hits to knockback. Dash Buster, they removed the super armor. Flow Sky Rammer, they changed the cooldown from 12 to 7 seconds. Wolf Frenzy, they changed it so the skill can be comboed into Silent Step. And Prime Fist Fury, they changed the critical hit rate plus 25 to also be active in PvP, and they increased the activation speed. Then we have Drakania Succession and Awakening. So Succession is getting a change on Markthanon's Heart. It has been changed to apply the skill's effect to skills that consume ions. Due to this, activating Prime Blazing Strike by consuming ions will be affected by Succession Markthanon's Heart. So before, it just used to be these skills. Now it's also got the Prime Blazing Strike. They also changed Markthanon's scale to recover HP regardless of the max HP. They also changed the skill to affect by change the skills affected by the recover HP. So here we have Brimbolt Strike, Markthanon's Flourish, Eviscerate, Prime Ascent, Markthanon's Scale, and Blazing Strike. They will now recover 1000 HP up to 8 times for 8000 total, up to 60%, only half on instant activation. On the Markthanon's Flourish, it has gone up to 1000 times 12, with up to 75%, and then Prime Markthanon's Scale, Black Spirit, both versions of Blazing Strike, they recover 1000 HP times 20, with recovery not limited by the max HP ratio. On Blazing Strike and Prime Blazing Strike, they removed the recover HP per hit. A Prime Dragonborn Constitution, they also changed to also cleanse speed reduction debuffs applied via skill add-ons. This is actually pretty huge. It means we will not be slowed anymore by PvP slows unless it's built in on the skill. That is absolutely massive. Prime Dragon's Fury, they remove the effect that increases ion recovery on Prime Abyssal Fang, Skewer, and Dominion and Brimbolt Annihilation on hits. 3 ions are now recovered each time. Dragonborn's Constitution cleanses a speed debuff. So that means if we get hit by speed debuffs and we get rid of them, we build ions. This means that we might actually be able to build ions in PvP moving forward. That is actually pretty huge. Then we have some changes on Awakening. Similar changes on the Markthanon's Heart. More HP, 400 times 3 for 1200 total. Then we have 400 times 3 for 1200 again, up to 50 each time. Then we have the Tectonic Slam. 200 times 10 goes to 400 times 8 for 3200 total up to 70%. Here we have another 3,200 total and 4,000 total on the Blazing Strike and Doombringer. Hexyblood, tip of the scale, they unify the movement distance of the combo after movement skills such as Dragon Walk, Refraction, and Storm Maul. Tectonic Slam, they change the transition into attack 3 when comboed into Hexyblood, tip of the scale. Core, tip of the scale, they've changed the defensive effect applied upon learning the skill from forward guard to super armor. And on the Dragon Blood version, tip of the scale, they increase the period during which the character can rotate towards the camera when using the skill. Then we have some regular class changes. Tamer, Prime, Summon Hylong. They mitigated an issue where Hylong was occasionally invisible to other adventurers while mounted. Ranger Flow Rushing Wind, they removed outdated information. Ranger Vine Knot, they fixed the incorrect description for Recover MP. Breezy Blade, they fixed an issue where the stamina was consumed twice when comboing from backwards wind step while core Breezy Blade is learned. Ninja Shadow Slash, they fixed an issue where knockdown occasionally failed to apply when performing the skill by cancelling its startup motion after another skill. Drakania, Tectonic Slam, they fixed an issue where comboing into other skills became slower after learning it. Tectonic Slam, they fixed an issue as well where the skill combos function differently from the core Tectonic Slam. Meiku Black Spirit Dwelling Rhapsody, they fixed an issue where floating was occasionally applied in PvP when performing the skill to the left after learning the core. And skill add-on, they fixed an issue where the casting speed decrease effect was applied as a minus 10% instead of the intended minus 5 on the add-on. Then we have Tag Rotation, Twin Shadows begins. Use 1 silver to tag Sorceress or Dark Knight starting March 26th to April 16th. This seems to be something new. There's also an event that we'll be getting into in a little bit. Godr-eyed weapons have been removed. So they removed the Godr-eyed weapons. They removed the following. They removed the Scorching Sun Crystal, Scorching Sun Gemstone, and their crafting recipes. They also removed the quests of Elvia Unwelcome Aid. Following these changes, Kaphra Stones and Ancient Spirit Dust have been added to the loot tables for all the Elvia Calphion zones. They also changed the exchange quest for Dawn's Gloves and the Horseshoes. So from 200 Scorching Sun Shards, it's now 200 Primordial Crystals. They also removed the Godr-eyed weapons and materials in possession and replaced them with items listed below based on the quantity owned, and enhanced and reformed items will be converted as follows. Godr-eyed weapons that cannot be traded will be replaced with Blackstar weapons that cannot be traded. So here we see Godr-eyed getting a Tet Blackstar, depending on your upgrade level, Blackstar and some silver, up to Pen where it just converts it. Scorching Sun Shards will net you 5 million silver piece, Scorching Sun Crystals, 50 million silver with some magical shards and blackstones, and Scorching Sun Gemstones for 5 million and sharps and Mass Pure Magic. They also distributed reformed items to the adventurers who owned reformed Godr-eyed weapons, if anybody still existed, so you get your heart back. They also removed the following quest related to Godr-eyed gear. This is making me a little bit sad. But the following knowledge previously obtained through the quest has had its acquisition method and guide text updated from the Nameless Journal, Sealed Fallen God, and Godr-eyed Weapon. They pretty much removed all the Godr-eyed quests. They also updated the item description for the Concentrated Magical Black Gem to reflect its actual usage, changed the crafting enhancement materials for the Marnie Sniper Rifle to Concentrated Magic Black Gems. They also changed the enhancement descriptions and the Gauche version as well. So the crafting materials used to be plus 10 Sniper Rifle, 10 Scorching Sun Gemstones, Mysterious Powder, Firehorn, and Resplendent Obsidian. Now it uses 10 Concentrated Magical Black Gems instead of the Scorching Sun Gemstones. And the enhancement is also done over the Magical Black Gems, or Concentrated Magical Black Gems. They also removed the exchange recipe for Powder of Nightmare times 5 to the Scorching Sun Shard as well. They also added details to the following primordial pigment description stating that the extraction is unavailable and that applying a new pigment will delete the current one. That is just an information. Then we have a schedule update for Altar of Blood and Instant Tag Swap being pushed back till sometime in April. Dark Energy Floodlands, they increased the rate at which Dark Energy amasses by 50% when defeating Black Spirit consumed monsters. As a result, Titan, Manticore, Beelzebub will now spawn much sooner. They also increased the amount of junk loot or trash loot obtained from Titan, Manticore, and Beelzebub by 43%. The trash loot from Enstar, Karshan, and Kaphras has increased by 21%. They also slightly adjusted the position of the veils of the Dark Energy to prevent them from overlapping. They also improved the source of the Dark Energy to spawn faster, improved the Black Spirit consumed Valkyries to detect enemies attacking the source faster, and they changed the veil to revert to Dark Energy if it has not been purified for a certain time, while Titan, Manticore, Beelzebub, or the bosses are present. Quest and Knowledge, they added entries for Calamity 8 to 10 to the storybook in the Morning Boss Adventure Log. So defeating these bosses at the difficulties rewards a rank 1 loot. The rewards can be obtained by successfully defeating Calamity 8 to 10 bosses after the update. So Bari, Sankashki, Duokshini, and Mogi will be available once their 8 to 10 difficulties are added. They also improved the Academy Weekly Life Milk and Cheese quest to provide navigation to the Dairy Cow location. They added a new Frozen Halo node to Edania. The Frozen Halo node can be connected from the Great White Spot. Fleece production is available there, and the NPC Ludwig has also been placed at the Frozen Halo node, closer to the hunting zone. Then we have Node and Conquest War, small change. They decreased the damage dealt by the following ships to Node and Conquest War forts by 86%. That's pretty much all the boats. They also doubled the damage dealt by guild galleys to Node, Conquest War forts, and annexes. Pretty much damage dealt to blue battlefield forts remains unchanged. So overall, if you want to use a boat, you need to use your guild galley. Production node status UI, they've also added production nodes information to the world map. You can now check activated and deactivated modes with this tab. Deactivated nodes that are active but no worker is assigned. Activated nodes are where workers are currently assigned, and you cannot move to another node while viewing a node. You must exit the view the current node before you can select a different one from the list. That is a bit of a letdown, but hey. Worker progress UI improvements. So we also have in the information now the destination of the worker. Then we have some worker list improvements. So the worker list UI, you can press on the worker's node name and move to the world map. They also added the fully recover stamina function. So you can now recover stamina of all workers to the maximum at once. This function uses additional recovery items to recover a worker's stamina up to maximum. The recovered stamina will not exceed the maximum, so if a worker has 33 or 35, a +3 stamina will result in 35 or 35, not 36. So if you want to waste a little bit of extra food, you can use that. They also improved the recommended AP display on the world map. So they improved the monster hunting UI so that selecting the view total stats will now display the optimal AP on the world map as well. Tag character UI improvements. They improved the UI to show more characters on a single screen instead of one line at a time. They also improved the list so the currently online character appears first, and they applied a border effect around the portrait of the currently online character for easier identification, which is kind of weird considering that it now appears first, but hey. They also revamped the guild boss subjugation list UI, so all 5 bosses can be viewed on one screen. That is definitely an improvement. You can also find the location right next to the boss's name. System-wise, they adjusted the schedule for the following content due to the start of summertime. Our actual summertime on EU is coming this weekend, so till then everything will be shifted. Web-wise, they restricted creating a new family to the region set by your Pearl Abyss residence region. This change applies only to new families created after March 26 maintenance and does not affect existing adventurers. They also reordered the OpenID login methods for the login page, and they fixed an issue where some class icons displayed incorrectly when viewing the adventurer profile page on mobile. Modifications and changes. They fixed an issue where no worker recovery items in the family inventory message appeared in the recovered all in certain situations. They also improved the My Information so that when karma is below 0, the icon changes and tooltips appear on the mouse over. Fixed the tooltip shown on the boss blitz reward. Improved screen blur to transition more naturally on the boss fights. They fixed the Black Star incarnation of Corruption Monster and Star Zen to be correctly categorized as demi-humans instead of Chemisovian. They also improved the animation of certain skills for the Orbita's failed Idana Valkyrie. They fixed an issue where you could obtain the Deep Ocean's Breath buff still in Sakurai runs lower. They fixed the icon for the title of the Sakurai Soul Harvester. Fixed an issue where failing to obtain loot from a world boss incorrectly counted towards spook spawn conditions. Fixed awkward display on the top screen notification when Imperial Auction bid is rejected. Changed the red battlefield to display auto buff icons. Changed the completion of NPCs for the following quests, so Ataraxian recover knowledge from Yulanakia 1 and 2. Slightly adjusted the rat delegation Heron's location at Okila. Fixed an issue where the effect remained on screen obtained during the Guamung Gate knowledge entry. Fixed an awkward placement of the Tigris Island Barterer. Fixed an issue of the knowledge effect appearing in locations where knowledge could not be obtained. Fixed an issue where the following knowledge entries could not be acquired, increased visiting traders, so this or that. They also changed the knowledge image for NPC Tamir, removed the paste bait from the Elton Fish vendor to Todra's shop list, changed the quest to Sakurai's Ruin for Momo so it can no longer be accepted while the main quest Balanos to Vili is in progress. They also fixed an issue where you could not interact with the required object during the pre-revamped Calphia main quest, The Ritual. Fixed awkward appearance of wild horses in some locations. Fixed the issues of the open special item UI, where if you obtained the same item as the one used to open the box, the used quantity was displayed as reduced by the amount obtained. Fixed an issue where the guild galleys and improved guild galleys were affected by sailing mastery. This is actually a really big change for Blue Battlefield. It means now the galley captains can definitely be decking out in their PvP gear. They also improved the Maid and Butler UI to show the remaining count even when the group command is deactivated. Fixed the awkward display of Patrigio's active hours into the NPC finding menu. Gamepad mode, they fixed an issue where the effects appeared in default color, yellow in the Pro Shop after dying effects. Changed the character list to scroll input right trigger, left trigger to right switch up and down. Musa Awakening, they fixed an issue with the Soul Tome on the Orzekia's Rose outfit appeared awkward. This has actually been around for quite a while. They improved the movement while when climbing stairs in the Dark Energy Floodlands to ensure smoother navigation. This actually is a big thing. And they fixed an issue where the game would crash when attempting to register additional quantities of material that had already been registered during cooking or alchemy. And they fixed an issue where the character movement appeared awkward when passing near certain cherry trees. Events, we have a Radiant finale with seals. This is going to run earn seals via the challenge, PvE, gathering, and fishing, and exchange them for 3 special 10th anniversary social actions and a variety of items. This is going to run till April 16th, starting pretty much today. You get the login rewards, 30 and 60 minutes for 30 seals. You can exchange these for multiple things. So here we have a 250 stack, 200 stack, a Thankful Premium Outfit, Royal Third Route, the 3 social actions, which were also available via a code. I'm not too sure if the code is still available. Let's take a quick look. Garmoth, it might be this one. Yeah, this one might be it. So the BDO 10-year cheer. You can also get these, so you can get them on 2 characters. Twice per family, you can get 1,000 crown stones to 2,000 crown stones, and then 3 times some Origins of Dark Hunger, Supreme Old Moon box, some Adventure Together scrolls, Life and Combat, but these will be deleted on April 16th. Some other goodies like Magic Black Gems, Laura's Black Tea, so pretty much standard stuff. Here we can see the buffs being shown here. It's pretty much a standard combat and life XP buff. And here we can see the different Behold Me, Pedal Power, and Tada previews. So here we can see the different variations, Pedal Power and Tada. Moving on, we have the Sur-Prize Catch. So from now until April 9th, the word is spreading that strange fish are caught in waters across the world. They look familiar, but something feels off. So you can catch these fish. This is pretty much the pink dolphin, flapjack octopus. This one I can't quite recognize. This is probably the Migdaloo. And this one I can't recognize as well. So these fish do not affect your existing drop rates. They can still be obtained even if your auto-fishing discard settings is active. The effects that allow multiple catch of fish at once do not apply, and trade managers do not accept these. You can just NPC vendor them. Then we have the suspicious special login rewards. So log in daily to get mysterious items from now until April 15th. So we have the return of the Archaeologist map, the Alora's Cold Black Tea, the Cursed Message Scroll, the Giovanni Groland Sus Scroll, the Inferior Old Moon Scroll, Valk's Useless Enhancement Box, and the Memory Outfit Box. In the Valk's Useless Enhancement Box, you can get the Rare Hammer Box, open it to get a hammer for those special moments. You get the Trolling of Valk's -50, -60, and -70. In the Memory Outfit Box, you get all of the following: the Dim Tree Special, PS Helmet, Beg's Gloves, and Muskin Shoes. Event Boss Outfits is visually identical to the equipment obtained for each boss and can only be equipped in the outfit slot. Wearing this outfit with those of other outfits may cause their appearances to overlap. Extraction of Valk's Cries and Cronstorms is not available for this outfit, so here we can see the different previews. Then, talking about the tag rotation Twin Shadows, this seems to be a new feature that they were trying out. So from now until April 16th, you can tag to Dark Knight or Sorceress with only 1 silver. You can also log in and get 100 Marnie's Unstable Fuel in the challenge tag. So pretty much 1 silver to require to copy items to a Dark Knight or Sorceress during the event. This is unique for those 2 classes right now. And you can also celebrate the tag rotation with the 100 Marnie Fuel, so you can tag back if you feel like it. They also have the standard first-time tagging explanation on how to tag, but I think most of us are aware of that by now. Otherwise, you can definitely go to the tag rotation event and get some extra information. They also showed a little combat clip video. Definitely check it out. I'll actually put a link for it. Can we? Yeah, we can put that on a tab, and I'll add it in the description. Moving on, though, we have the Warm Breezy daily login rewards, so pretty much the login rewards reset. Nothing too crazy, just standard login rewards with some Valk's Cries and Resplendent Shakatus. And finally, we're in the Pearl Shop update. We have a new outfit. You probably saw it logging in. We have the Black Horizon. Light springy steps paired with casual stylish vibe. It's another one of the modern outfits. Not quite my thing, but hey, some people do like it. They're also awaiting the Spring on the Winter Beach new collection. Here we have the male class with Show Cape and Hide Cape. Female classes, similar thing. Then we have the Shy shown as well with another bucket hat. Package contents, you have the Triple Black Horizon pack. The all classes available as well. All classes excluding Shy with the Black Horizon earrings. Black Horizon additional outfit details. This outfit includes helmet and armor and uses the glove slots and shoes. Earrings are separate accessories for male and female classes excluding Shy. And the Black Horizon earrings is only displayed on the right ear when equipped. If it is not visible in the Pearl Shop preview, please rotate the camera to the right side and toggle on the hide cape feature to hide the jacket. Then we have the Secret Scroll of Pure Equilibrium for 7,500 pearls, once per family. March Radiant Adventure pack, 65% off. There you get just your little box of choices. Spring Bundle pack, Gamba boxes, pretty much in 2-3 variations. Exciting Spring, it's another Artisan's Premium, even though I don't feel they're really necessary anymore. We have 40% off the Looking Frosh, small little bonus with the Cherry Blossom earring. Exciting Spring, Academia with the Cherry Blossom earring. Primavera, same thing. Artisan's Memory times 50. Yeah, like I said, not really worth it. Item brand Spellstones, these can be quite nice to save you some of that repair cost or just repair time. 40% off. Then we have the Crocodilo's Feather Pack coming until April 9th. 10% off for 1,890 pearls. Remember, if you reset your horse, the bonus goes away. Then we have the April Fool's Premium Advance Pack from April 1st to April 9th. To celebrate the start of April, using this item to get an absolutely total random amount of crown stones that is definitely 100% very much not predetermined. For sure at all, it was predetermined. So here we have the April Fool's Mystical Crownstone Bundle, but it is unavailable in Belgium and Netherlands because you have some gamma boxes at the bottom. And you also have the social actions available here. So we have the Behold Me, Paddle Power, and Tada at the end for 185 pearls each. These have been permanently added now. So if you want to get those, you can also get them here. And with that, we have the patch notes done. I wish you the absolute best of luck. And like I said in the comments, you can check out the tag rotation video that PA made. And I'll be linking to that there.